What's everybody? What's up? Oh, I can't even talk right off the bat. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tangentified, where we talk about anything, everything, and nothing at the same time. And I hear myself, and I hate that right now, so I'm gonna turn that off. My name is DeFuego. We're horrible at the beginning of this.
No more making fun of me.
Yeah.
With the bad intro.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm DeFuego.
I'm BrazenRover.
And this is welcome to season 2, episode 3, Conspiracies. Yeah, as you can see, we're professionals. We're good. So anyway,
but also, nothing, man. It's just like we were already talking a little before the podcast started. It was a very, very busy day, but we're starting to kind of slow down and be able to hang out, chat, and just like we do in the podcast.
Slow down and chat.
You ever do yoga? I saw the pose you were doing there. Made me think.
No, I never met her. What?
Ooh.
Would love to.
We need a sound effect. We need, but it's, but you've never practiced yoga?
No, I've never practiced yoga. Why would I do that?
I did, and it was the most painful experience ever. I highly recommend it. If you like pain, I suppose. I'm not talking about like goat yoga or sweat yoga or all the other different types of yogas. We're talking about
goat yoga. I get goat is when they have the goats actually like come around you and you're doing yoga and they're like on your back and shit like that and possibly being molested or whatever by a goat, but we're not molested. You know what I mean? What's sweat yoga?
So yeah, what I was saying was, and I guess we'll see what other people have to say about it in chat, was doing yoga. We're talking your basic downward dog, not your sweat yoga, not your other types of yoga. There's just straight up yoga. I didn't realize how much. I played baseball or football, with all my friends in college and stuff like that. And you bang up, you get a little hurt. It's not so bad, whatever. You kind of limp around the next day. Yoga, I had trouble walking for like a week. It was, oh my God.
I thought yoga was like stretching now and stuff.
It's like holding the stretch in a long period of time. Stick it up your dog, downward dog, all these different things, and it was exhausting, absolutely exhausting. But I'd recommend it.
Okay,
I'd recommend for people to do it.
So yeah, how's your juicing going? That's a great question.
Juicing is going well. I'm down to 196.6.
Oh shit, you're almost to me now. Wow.
I'm working my way to be as good as you, and I hope to get there soon.
Yoga, I've never done yoga. Never seen do the thing. Gotta do the thing with the thing. I've never done yoga. But I have started back at the gym. I just started yesterday. I think I told you about that.
Yes, you
I
did.
got my little one going. Gonna get her, get her nice and strengthened up for softball and stuff like that. She's gonna be sore for the next 3 or 4 weeks at least because we're gonna put in.
I'm sure of it. Yeah, I used to have a gym membership that was more for to force me to get up early in the morning and take a shower because I would shower at the gym. Do you shower at the gym, or is that like I don't do that? I go home and I shower.
Go home and shower. I don't need to see people's balls and all that other shit anymore.
I
saw plenty of that. I saw plenty of that in the military. What?
You don't
not
have
supposed
to look. Then what do you mean? Then you won't see it.
But
then.
they're hanging out. I figured you're just supposed to look at them and compare. It's more of a comparison. It's not like, ooh, look at those. It's more like mine are bigger or damn.
But then you're looking.
To compare though, it's not. I'm not ogling them like, oh, look at those balls.
I like it. It's not gay if you're comparing.
It's not gay if you're just comparing. Like mine are bigger.
If it's not your dog. Yes, Euro Trip reference. Well, it's Euro Trip. It's Road Trip is where I originally was going for. But that is also in Euro Trip. What'd you do? Kill a cheetah? There were so many references from that movie. Tim knows. Tim knows because he's a movie buff as it is. So I forgot even what I was just talking about.
We're talking about balls at the gym.
Yeah.
Do you shower at home or the gym?
What's that super cheap gym everybody goes to?
Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness. I was going to Planet Fitness. They have like individual curtained stalls. I mean, what's wrong with just going into a curtain stall and doing your business and then wrapping a towel around yourself?
Okay, so there's nothing wrong with that. The issue is that other people don't do that. The old men in the gym, now it's going to be one. I'm not going to do it. I'm just saying I am now not that old, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Just
balls
walk around
on the
with their shit out, and it's just like, why, bro? Like you said, like, can you just put on a towel? It'd be great. I would love to just have a towel. You put on a towel. I don't have to see your old ass balls. I don't have to compare them. How many gray hairs do you have? Oh,
we don't have to keep referencing yours. All right, we're not talking about me, people. He's not saying your balls. He's talking about your, as in the royal.
Right. Vertical stream's gonna go. We'll figure that whole thing out some other time.
Yep.
But we were ready for it. We were ready for it. Only men. No, I don't believe that. Oh, that's a good question, actually. I wonder, do women, like, do you just hang out with your stuff out? Is it like in the movies? Do they have just like, you walk in there and there's tits everywhere? Excuse my crude language, but you know what? Whatever. I talk the way I talk. There's tits everywhere. You know, you can see lips, both sets. You know what I mean?
It's very specific, but I don't know. It's like, we'll see what they have to say about it. Nope, not that I witnessed. Okay, so Tiger's saying no.
No, okay.
But even in the men's gym, it's mostly either the extremely well endowed or the really old who just like to rest it on a wooden bench and you never want to sit anywhere in the gym again. That I understand. However, I
not
will
like
shower
Pornhub movies. That's not what I mean. I mean, like in the movies, like in regular movies, you know, like, I mean, I think it's overdone, but like in regular ass movies, like, I don't know, scary movie, let's say, not scary movie, but there's something like that. Like you see them in the gym, in the locker rooms. Sometimes it's actually high school locker rooms, whatever, but you see them in the locker rooms and they're just like hanging out. Not from what I've seen either. Okay, interesting. Yeah, those only men then. And it's an epidemic in a men's locker room.
I mean, I don't know about
there is an old ball epidemic in every locker room you go into. Young guys don't do it, but old balls.
Some do. Some I don't know. Here's the point that I was making. Let me take this one step further though. Hypothetically, let's say you did take a shower at a gym.
I've done it before. No, I've done it. I'm just.
Do you go barefoot or flip flop?
Flip, dude. The fuck?
What's gangrene amongst friends?
The thing is, I've been in. Again, I was in the military, so you talk about showers like that. I mean, actually, you're talking about individual showers. In basic training, when I was in basic training, it was stalls. You know, like prison, where they show like the open showers?
Yes.
That's the way it was. It was like that.
Okay.
Maybe the walls were a little higher so you couldn't really see each other, but like it was open. You could just, like, you could see. If you walked in, you just saw asses on either side. Just asses. Showering asses on either side of you. It was horrible.
Oh, I'll tell you. Never mind, paint it in a better light.
Yeah, thank you. Right, free shower shoes. You don't not go into. I wouldn't go into a public shower with no shoes on. Hell, I'll go in my sneakers before I walk in there barefoot. My gym shoes would get wet.
I would wear flip flops. Of course, I would wear flip flops. I mean, this could easily transition into the whole conversation we had back in the mundane episode of: do you have one bar of soap in a family shower, or do you have multiple?
I still can't believe you told me this.
Yeah.
That you had one bar of soap. I don't know what that is. Is that a culture thing? Do you think it comes down to culture? I mean, that's some crazy shit.
Culture? I don't know about culture.
I'd be my fucking, again, ex. At the time when I was married, that my wife and my kids would share the same bar of soap. Was no.
It's soap. It's soap. I mean, I'm not like
other people's pubes,
making out with it.
Underarm hair. Oh, you're not sticking it in. You're just washing your body with it. I mean, no, that's personal.
Yeah, because I don't know. Does everybody in chat have their own bar of soap?
What if she's in there doing some stuff with it?
What do you mean doing some stuff with it?
If once it whittles down to the right shape, you never know.
Well, when you're bringing them into the doctor because of some sort of infection, but I thought it was clean. I don't know.
They told me to stick it in my butthole. I didn't realize you wasn't supposed to do it.
I mean, does that mean you fart bubbles?
I would be down for that.
I know what I'm gonna do later. I know what I'm doing later, but I'm gonna try to get that real thick sudsy stuff so I can pop it when it gets up to my face and just kind of waft it in. And yeah,
Basking in the ambience.
that's right.
Because
Because everybody likes, man and woman alike, everybody likes the smell of their own farts.
That's a good question. Though. I
say.
think I'm pretty sure men do because we're disgusting, right? But do
Oh,
women?
I think
women. Do you like the smell of your own farts?
Yes. I'll answer for the whole women. Yes, they do. The whole of women love to smell their own farts.
Love it, huh? I don't know.
If they admit that they even fart. I mean, they have to admit it first.
Bubble farts, yeah.
Yeah, bubble farts would be awesome. I'm telling you. It'd be a great science experiment. I mean, yeah.
So that's what happened. So this past weekend, we were in Pennsylvania. And I kind of got the room late. I think. Oh, you were there. We were.
I wasn't at the room, but
not at the room. You were there when I was reserving the room.
Yes, I was.
And so it was a little late in the game, but I got the room reserved. Same hotel and everything. Anyway, so it was a king size bed with a pull out sofa. So it's not a very big room at that point, right? Not a lot of space. Like you got the bed. My son and I slept in the bed, king size bed, and then my daughter slept on the pull out. Anyway,
what?
Bro, I was lighting that room up. I lit that. I don't know what I ate.
It was one or two
and
kids.
My son was
you had both,
pissed.
right?
Both, but she was at the time. She was downstairs with her team in the pool.
So he was mad because he couldn't leave.
I mean, where was he gonna go? He went to the bathroom and he locked himself in there.
You kung fu'd him.
I destroyed it. He was bad. He was mad.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, look, I could have done it under the covers. I did a couple of times when he was asleep.
Dutch oven him.
But, you know.
Pull the blanket up and over. I'm sure everybody in chat knows what Dutch oven is, especially that Anna character. No, I'm just kidding, Anna. So
I heard she's a Dutch oven expert.
But yeah, no, it's for the most part, again, speaking for the entire sex, men like the smell of their own. It's like it's their own aroma. It's their own brand. It's just kind of like you'll sit there and you'll waft it up.
Not to be too disgusting, but I wonder if like, see, I don't want it to be too disgusting about this. So like somebody that's gay, you know, and that is a catcher, I guess is the best way to say that. Are they afraid to fart? Because of, well, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Do you understand what I mean?
No, please continue. I would like to hear more on this topic.
Never mind.
And so I guess what you're saying is
never mind.
Stretched out. The log flume would just it's a wider riverbed, so the logs would just fly right out.
No, what may end up?
You mean it's gonna spurt?
No, yeah.
Like a white fountain of,
like. Anyway, listen, and then for women, I do feel bad because they have that fart where it rolls up to the front and finds its way inside of them. So now it's like it could come out smelling two different. What? All right, so
is there a term?
Women can attest to this, and I've seen this. I don't know what the term is called.
You've seen this.
The term I've seen women talk about this. What it is
changing quickly. I like how you caught yourself.
Let's say they're well, you can't see it. It's gas. You can't really see it. Anyway, it literally it goes like it starts in the back, and there's a bubble, let's say, that goes in between everything. Let's say because you're sitting down, and it basically like comes up to the front part and disappears inside the front. Somebody said that.
Wait.
Yeah. Look. Free said it. My wife likes to tell me about the farts that end up in the other region. See?
But wait, what?
This is a thing.
No.
I've heard multiple women talk about this. Multiple women. It is a phenomenon where gas escapes from one hole and ends up going into the other hole.
I'm pretty sure that's just a way to explain stanky vagina. I don't know. I don't think that's a thing. I might be wrong. I don't know. I don't know all the things that can happen.
Listen.
It's like, wow, that smells like shit. Well, you see, actually, it's a fart bubble that rolls your taint and goes up. And no, I just don't. I have trouble believing.
They all smell different, and it's okay. It's okay.
But we're
Queefing
talking
or
about
vaginal
specifically
flatulence.
like
But it starts, but it's not vaginal flatulence, excuse me, because it didn't originate there. It ended up there. And I guess my question is, do you then push it out again? Can you push it out?
I don't think that's a thing.
Reabsorbed? I swear to God, it is a thing.
I need a term. I need Mythbusters to do this. I don't know. I need something scientific. That's what I'm saying. There's all sorts of terms for it, but I don't think it's a thing. You're gonna need to. This is a conspiracy theory. This goes right into today's title. This is a straight up conspiracy theory because I do not believe that is a thing.
How is that a conspiracy theory? It's not a conspiracy. That's like
it's a conspiracy for women to cover up ass
smuggling gas in their vaginas into rooms.
No, not smuggling, although that's a pretty good concept. No, more using it as an explanation of poop vagina. I really don't know. I need more information. Exactly. Kiri has it there. Though that's always makes you a little scared when somebody says look on Discord.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Oh, I know what that. Oh, wait. Yeah, but I know what that is. I don't know why I can't bring myself to say that word.
What? Say the word.
The air coming out of the area.
Queef?
But it's
say queef. What the fuck is the problem?
I don't know. There's some words that I have trouble, getting out of my mouth. But that is when air escapes from.
It doesn't come out of your mouth. It comes out of a vagina.
Well, if I'm down there and I go real quick, and I go, then maybe. But that's not something that originated from the.
It didn't originate. The origination is
my point. Origination is key.
It's key.
But that's what Kiri's saying. Yes, that's what she's saying. That's what she said. Literal moment. But no, so I'm talking more. I don't. They made again. I think they're talking about it to explain away why that area smells like poop.
First of all, I don't. Have you encountered one that smells like poop? And again, I'm not trying to be graphic here,
no.
but no.
But then again,
so
I've never heard
of. Think that one would.
Because you said a poo bubble rolls up.
They wash it afterward
and goes in the hoo-ha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It would end up smelling and/or tasting like poop.
That's
I don't know.
I'll be all right with that. That's fine.
We're gonna be doing some Googling.
If she's willing to, if she's giving me permission to be there, I'm okay with it. I don't care. I'll make my way past anything. I'll fucking make my way through the bushes. I'll make my.
Why does he have a hedge trimmer?
I don't give a damn.
So we're gonna we'll follow up. Everybody
have odor, unlike the backdoor ones.
Right. Mm-hmm. But what you specifically said,
there's sometimes a bubble, a fart. They're like, "Oh, I'm gonna fart," and then it'll roll up to the front. I'm telling you, I've seen this. Multiple women have said this, not personally to me, but I've seen it in social media posts and stuff like that. And other women are like, yeah, it's a fucking thing. Hell yeah, it rolls up to the front. You feel it. But does it go inside? I don't know if it actually goes inside.
Well, that's what you were saying. They suck it up.
Wilderness must be explored. Exactly.
So, but back to Tiger's question, and this is a very interesting question, and most parents
you're buffering
have a similar answer: toilet paper or wipes?
Toilet paper, then wipe.
Toilet paper. That sounds like excessive. The wipe doesn't get it done for you.
No, that's finishing. You're finishing with the wipe.
I gotta get it all with the wipe.
Why?
It's
that's more wipes. The toilet paper's cheaper.
It's a matter of cost.
Well,
this coming from a guy who used to have 5 bars of soap in his house, so everybody. But no.
Yes, each individual gets their own bar of soap. This is your individual bar of soap. When you stick this in your ass, remember this is yours. Okay.
You know, that's not normal when you're in the shower, right? You know that nobody's whittling something prison style into like a shank.
You
so they
don't
can
know
just
that.
Kinda...
I just had a conversation with a friend today who literally said her neighbor was a dominatrix, had a sex room. Her husband passed away, and then the police had to come over, and she had to explain to them who she was. She's actually pretty famous in the area. Told them that she had orgies, all this other stuff like that. Had an actual sex room. You don't know what the fuck is going on in other people's houses. You don't know. People are disgusting when they're not around other people. You don't give me that shit that somebody isn't out there taking a bar of soap, not even whittling, just letting it go down. And like, today's the day. You know, you don't know. Oh God!
I will go as far as to say
Why is Brazen lagging?
feel...
I don't know. I think it's his camera. It's on his end, maybe.
Maybe. I feel confident in saying I don't think the average person whittles down soap to clean the inside of their butthole.
Not the average, but there are. Think about 8 billion people. You're going to tell me there's not one person that has stuck a bar of soap in their ass. Just like, fuck it, I might as well.
I can honestly say I have not.
Okay, I'm not saying you, liar.
And you're also not saying not you either. So,
and I'm not saying
anyway.
It's illegal. Oh, the plunger is a different story. Did we talk about like time?
I think we might have. It's just terrible
something
that that's the second time.
Having my ass plunged or something like that. Anyway,
like that.
It's illegal. You're going to say that. Go ahead.
No, it's illegal to carry. What is it? Travel with more than 7 sex toys. I can say that's not true. No, I can't. I'm just kidding. But Matt, what are you in for? 8 toys. 8 toys.
Yeah.
What can I say? But what they didn't know was about number 9, a bar of soap stored in my ass.
Why is this bar of soap shaped like a penis, ma'am?
It's not a toy. It's cleaning.
What? I use it to clean things.
So, I guess we can kind of transition into what we're going to be talking about today. And that would be talking about conspiracy theories.
Yes, conspiracies. Right? So
I could start with what I have. Mine are fairly generic, and I'd be curious to hear some of the things.
Sharing anything?
About to. Okay. I'm sharing my one screen. Yeah, you already see that too. But we're going to talk about different conspiracy theories you all heard. I'd be curious to hear people's opinions. I was watching one podcast where they were talking about, well, I'll get right to this one. Now I'm sharing it out. You might have to bring my monitor up unless you already did, and I'm looking at an old version. There we go.
Yeah, it's up.
Too far back. So let me
make it bigger.
I'm going to.
Do you want me to make it bigger?
No. I got it. I can do this.
Jeez.
I can.
Testy today, huh?
What about my testes?
You're thinking about the bar of soap later, huh? I know. You're ready to rush out of here.
I like how you say later, like it's not actually there right now. Let me see how this looks. What the heck, dude? I just want to. Where's my menu options? Is it this? No.
Yeah, want me to make it bigger? Oops.
Is it this? So now I should be able to go. Now let me see. How does this look?
Pretty good.
All right. Well, okay, good. So
the
moon landing is fake. I was watching a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy who I usually held as somebody who was rather intelligent had said, of course it was fake.
Why would it be, of course it was fake?
Because if you look at the technology we had then, if you look at the ability to go up, land, take off, come back, all those things has to be fake. There's no way we could have done it. Why haven't we been back so many times? All these things. And it was just like, there's so much evidence to it.
Okay, here's the issue. It could be fake, but and I understand why. It's to fool to fool the world and everything that we did it. We wanted to be there first. You could establish yourself as a superpower, all that, space race and stuff like that. But think about how much money they spent doing that. And if you would take the equivalent of that, it just there's no reason for them to spend that money to go. There's no reason to go to the moon anymore. Once you did it, you know what I mean. You won. You won the race. Like you don't have to do it anymore. Why keep going? What's the reason? What would be the reason to keep going back up there? For what?
Additional research. I don't know. I mean, we expanded out to go to things like Mars and drop rovers on there and drive around. But I mean, you'd think that there's. I mean, we're going back.
Yeah.
But so okay, 2024
technology, right? So this might get into one area of the conspiracies, but think about the Egyptians and all the other stuff as far as them making those, the pyramids and all that other stuff like that, the blocks, the way things were cut. We don't have the technology to do that over and over and over again. So some kind of technology was lost, right? In somewhere in history. So the technology that we have, we're in the digital age. What was before the mechanical age, more or less, and analog. The analog stuff that they had was cutting edge for that time. So I think we could have done it.
I think we did. I mean, there's also the idea that we put, and I'm going to butcher this, and mirrors or reflectors on the surface. And at certain times during whatever its orbit or whatever it is, we're able to shoot light up to it or laser up to it and get a reflection back based on a very specific subset of coordinates and everything. So we have the ability to do that, to prove that
there's a mirror up there.
There is. There's a reflective surface of some kind. Moon.
Is there? You can't see the flag though. You'd have to be like super duper, whatchamacallit, in terms of the I'm talking about the telescope. Your telescope would have to be crazy.
Oh, actually, that's a great point. I have no idea if there's even a way to see that, or if anybody has. I mean, we could see so far deep into space. You'd think we would, but the whole idea says for decades, scientists have measured the moon's retreat by firing a laser at light reflecting panels known as, retroreflectors. So retro reflectors that were left on the lunar surface and then timing the light round trip. But the moon's 5 retro reflectors are old and they're now much less efficient at firing light back. But you are able to hit those if you have the coordinates and get that signal back. So there's things there.
Put there. Yeah.
Right. It's the whole idea. But I mean, I think it was real. I think to think it was fake is just silly. I don't know.
It's possible. It's still possible. I mean, you can go either way. But I mean,
I do.
Why to do it? I guess you could I could understand both sides of it. Why you would think that one would work and one wouldn't.
I could understand how you can theorize, but to actually believe it was fake, I think it's silly. But what do I know? It's just a theory, a moon theory. Okay,
and you would think it would have came out by now. Like, what would we lose by the truth coming out saying, yeah, it was fake? Somebody just like, yeah, here's the fake footage. We have everything.
Oh, no, people will never believe the government again. What?
Oh, no, people don't believe the U.S. government? Oh, no. Oh,
exactly.
No.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. All right. I mean...
Yeah, we can't build the pyramids today. We couldn't do it. We don't have the technology to do that. There's no way.
And we'll get to that one as well. But the Earth is flat.
The Earth is flat. So, come on, man.
People love this one. People love this.
People are just so dumb that think this. Just so dumb. So we're on a big ass disc. That doesn't even make any sense.
Yes, we're on a disc. So what
happens when you get to the edge of the disc? That's what doesn't make any sense to me.
And maybe you just go whoop and you're on the other side. I really don't know.
You don't flip over like Shaq said. Oh, let's get into what Shaq said. Shaquille O'Neal, the fucking genius that this motherfucker is. Basically said the same thing. He feels that the Earth is flat. It's a theory, just a theory. So he likened this based on his trip to Australia, where he said, I flew 20 hours today. Not once did I go this way. Gesturing his arm diagonally, I flew straight. And then asked to clarify a little bit more. He said he didn't tip over or go upside down during the journey. So he said it's still a straight line. You don't go under. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, it's just silly.
It's
You know,
just
they
silly.
say the world is spinning. I've been living on a house on a lake for 30 years. Not once did the lake rotate to the left or the right. Like it's spinning.
But no, what's crazy about it is you'll see people say these things who carry a mortgage, who hold a job, who did well in high school, who got college, degrees, and they're like, "Oh yeah, and the Earth's flat." It's like, what now? You've done all the things to prove you're somewhat intelligent, and then you say the Earth is flat. And then they have all these
Exactly.
theories and these groups, user groups, and all this stuff they get together. It just is mind blowing to me. And I bet this to Anna is absolutely crazy being a teacher. Yeah, drives me batty. So that's one.
Yeah. So this is one that just come on, man. Earth is flat. You're just dumb. You're dumb.
I agree.
It makes sense. It's a sphere, and if you understand why you don't see the Earth as a sphere or any roundness, it's because we're too goddamn small for any point for us to see it. We're too small in comparison for us to see the curvature of the Earth. It just doesn't work that way. There's
And
no
we've
way.
seen it. We've gone to space, and you can hit the certain level of atmosphere. You see the curvature. They say that's an illusion.
Say that those are
That's the
pictures put
atmosphere.
together. That's what the other thing. They're like, those are all like
God.
doctored pictures, and it's actually pieces that are put together in that way. And it's just like, come on, man.
And by the way,
no.
all of these images are AI generated
Now, yeah.
for this entire presentation.
Oh, really? You generated? Oh, shit! Wow.
I did all of them. Like this one, I loved.
Bigfoot is
Look
real.
at this one. Bigfoot is real, but take a look.
I mean, it could be.
I mean, I think what has been depicted as Bigfoot being real, which is that gigantic dude walking through the woods.
It is. What is that called? Sasquatch.
Sasquatch. Yeah, I don't think there's like some very somewhat intelligent like man walking around out there all hairy and big and monkey like. I don't know, and just I don't know. I have trouble believing that's real. But I mean,
if there was, here's my thing. Here's my thing on it. Hear me out. If there was, by now you would have heard of a woman getting attacked. You would have, because he would have been trying to get some sticky. He would have been trying to get in it. Unless there's female ones out there, and that's who he's sticking with. But then you'd see them. You know what I mean? And you would see female ones. Now, unless they like each other, but again, is there more than one? That's what I mean. And by now, if there was only one or two, like they'd all be dead. So
exactly right. So I mean, it's kind of silly. I think there's so many people with the pouring molds of the feet. All the pictures where it's just a buddy there's in a costume. But real quick, can you zoom this in to the puzzle?
Yeah, it is.
So the one thing I wanted to point out real quick, which is what
the guy
I love
with the bathing suit on.
Well, a few things. They got the guy on the left
on?
with the bikini top, which I love. But more to the far right, the dude that's on the cell phone or whatever it is. What's with his arms?
Has two right arms. No, what the hell?
Got two right arms and a third arm coming down. But what about the feet by his feet? He's just got legs coming out of the ground. The other lady's doing yoga, and I think she's missing her legs. Her one leg? I don't know. There's a lot of really wild things in this picture that just crack me up.
It's AI. Listen, so speaking of AI, not to go back into what we talked about last time, but that thing that you sent me for Sora, which is now a video or video content creation, AI content creation, that's crazy. They said that there's a lot of things like that it has to figure out, like cause and effect. Like if somebody's eating an apple and they take a bite out of it, there's no bite in the apple.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it'll show somebody biting it, and there's it's little things like that. But man, you talk about a hit to an industry.
And who's the guy I sent you the link on? Who's the content creator? He does all the reviews and tech reviews and very well respected.
Marquez Brown,
yes,
whatever his name is. Yeah.
Yes. I love watching his stuff. And he said something about AI, and again, a call back to last week's episode was, think about it. What you're watching right now is the worst that tech will ever be.
Again.
It's only getting better.
Right.
right? So, and it's
Until
like,
that solar
wow,
flare hits us and knocks everything out,
that's right.
which is
Until
another
the aliens
conspiracy
come
theory.
back for their
Yeah.
for their pyramids. But yeah, so I think the origin story of Bigfoot is somebody saw something and the myth started there.
Hmm.
That would be my
Again,
opinion.
a woman would have been attacked. There's a word I want to use, but I'm not going to use it because it is triggering for some people. But a woman, you
Understood.
would have heard of attack of a woman just because, like, he's got it. You know what I mean? I would assume,
Mhm.
unless he has no genitalia, that he wants to, like, if he's been living out in the woods, he smells a woman's. You know what I mean? You can smell it from far away, especially after it's been marinated. It's been marinating a fart from the other side.
The
could
bubble
smell
has
that.
come in.
The
Yeah,
bu- the
exactly.
bubble.
When they inhaled the bubble and they're like, oh, something smells perfect.
So-
I want that.
Do you smell that? I want it. I know what I'm supposed to do with that.
That's what infuriates a Sasquatch is the puke bubble going in the wrong spot. I mean, I get it. That would make me get all hairy and angry. Not really. But
Shit.
again, going on the AI generated photos, I loved
Mm-hmm.
this one.
We're living in the Matrix, a projection. Very possible.
I mean, this is interesting. This is where you nerd out and go, yeah, well, I mean, it's entirely possible if you believe the premise of the movie. Do I think it's happening? No. I'll throw it out there. No. Machines did not take over. We're not hooked up and we're not batteries for them and the sky isn't scorched. Right. I don't think that's a thing. At the same time, if I can learn Kung Fu by plugging me into something.
Oh,
Gotta do
like that, right? Like you teach it. So you've got that stuff coming out again, not to get off subject, but you know what we do here. We go tangents. That brain implant that Elon Musk, his company's working. I can't remember the name of the company right now, but they're going into human trials with that, with a brain implant. So the thought process is, we've only ever interacted with computers in the slow way of keyboard and mouse.
Yes.
Very analog, very slow. It's not efficient. So they're talking about making it so that way your brain can actually interface on a much faster interface with a computer. So
That's awesome.
Accessing information that way.
Would you do it is the question?
If I didn't have a family, probably. Like if without something.
Because you're talking about dangers of like
danger,
losing
right?
your life.
Neuralink, thank you. Neuralink, that's it right there. Neuralink, yeah. So yeah, if I didn't have a family, absolutely, because I'm all about tech. You know me, I'm all about tech. I love tech. I think it's amazing what people are doing. So yeah, sign me up. Put a chip in my brain. Fuck it.
I'd do it. I got no problem with it.
It's your problem if you can read what's in my brain. Enjoy it.
Yeah, no,
I don't like it.
I got no problem with it. I'm not hiding anything.
What's up, Kevin from Australia?
That's Kevin from Vietnam, who is now Kevin from Australia.
Oh, she changed it up on us.
Trip.
The hell?
He made a little trip. Now, this one got in the press a bit recently.
Okay. Tupac is alive.
Tupac is alive.
I mean, and doing what? What is he doing?
Just living out with money, smelling cooter pooters. What was the word? I don't know.
The good cooter. Jesus.
I don't know. I mean, that's a theory, though.
Yes.
Him and Elvis are hanging out. I don't know.
Where, in Illuminati headquarters in Denver Airport?
I mean,
I saw that one.
Supposedly run by who was it again? That was run by Beyonce and
Jay-Z, or
Dr. Dre,
leaders of the
was it
Illuminati.
Jay-Z? Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah.
By the way, also AI generated. They would not let me do Tupac because they will not impersonate people. So I got as much as I could. But they gave him a bit of a beard, but I don't know what he looks like in hiding. He could have a beard.
Could have a beard. That's all we can't tell him. But he had a. Did he have a beard? No, he had a mustache. I think. A goatee. He had a goatee. Yeah, anyway, yeah, Tupac is not alive, man.
Tupac is not alive. Matter of fact, didn't they just arrest the dude
that killed him?
Killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. He admitted to it, I think. Right?
I think I mean, how many years has it been?
20 easily. No, more than that. Way more than that. Right? 20. Well, Biggie was about 20. So yeah, about the same. 20-something years.
Great picture though, nonetheless. I totally like it.
That was great for AI generated. That's awesome.
For AI generated, yeah. All right,
This kind of goes on the Bigfoot theory.
Oh, there it is. Okay. The Loch Ness monster lives in Scotland. Here we go.
I like
again.
how the theory does it exist or not, but lives in
Mhm.
Scotland. So no, this was reflections on the surface of the water in Scotland, and they kind of made a thing of it. I mean, people have gone on dives, they've sent out sonar, they have found caves where it could have found its way from this area to that area, so
28
it's
years,
plausible. No, it's just no.
96.
And again, I do. Oh, you can't see it. It cut it off. There's another instance where there's just legs coming out of a basket. There's a person just to
He's
the left.
deformed in the back there. Yeah.
To the left of center. Is that the one?
Mhm.
Yeah.
No,
that
to
one's
all the way
messed up.
left.
Oh yeah,
What
that
you
poor
doing?
dude. He's not looking too good. What about the kid whose head got snapped backwards? Is that what? I'm not sure. What? Feet are going one way, hands are facing the other. The girl on the right in the bottom right hand corner.
The green shorts guy. I don't know. I mean, overall, pretty good though for
Overall
AI
pretty
generated.
Overall pretty good, but still, no, not a thing.
No. By now, somebody would have found it.
I would
Seen
have
it.
said something.
Come on.
Agreed. It would have been a thing. This was the big thing for a while.
Can't see the top of that. What is it?
Oh, is it breaking it off?
Yeah.
Yeah,
5G
never-
causes cancer and COVID-19. Do you remember this craziness?
Oh, I screwed it up. Yeah, I do. The people weren't getting 5. Okay, I'm gonna get this thing out of. Dang it! There we go. We'll just do this.
There you go. It's big
So
enough.
5G causes cancer. That was a big thing for a while. Nobody wanted to get, because right now there's people who have in their houses, just 5G hubs. Tangent. Have you seen those?
The 5G hubs.
For
I
your
haven't
whole
seen
house
them.
usage.
No, actually. Are
Yeah, I
they-
had one on my wife's side. I mean, you don't need cables coming into the house. Nothing. It was just 5G.
Yeah, it receives a 5G signal and then broadcasts it out as a router.
And it looks to me like our stream is hung up. There we go. We're back.
Oh, sorry about
weird.
that. Don't know what happened.
But yeah, so that's and people believe that for the longest time. Some people refused to get 5G phones and all this stuff. The COVID part I hadn't heard before.
It's good right now.
So
Thank you.
Good.
Yeah, the
All right,
COVID. So that was the initial. So they were saying that. Remember, they were kind of like, I think they were getting ready to like attack or take down new 5G hotspots. Were saying they was causing COVID. Like 5G,
They were actually looking to take them
towers.
down.
Oh yeah, like I think Great Britain was one of them, or whatever. England was one of the ones they were talking about. Like, oh, it's like causing COVID, and it's like what? That's
weird.
almost as crazy as saying that COVID had a fucking microchip in. The COVID vaccine has a microchip in it. Like, oh god,
I almost put that one in here.
Every drop has a microchip in it.
You remember that, man? I loved, and hated at the same time watching the videos of people putting the magnets to their shoulders. You remember that?
Yes. Do you remember that? Yes. Why
Putting
didn't it stick?
magnets.
It didn't stick before. It doesn't stick on this arm, but it sticks on this arm. I'm like, what the fuck
Yeah.
are you talking about? Meanwhile, they're like this. It doesn't stick. It doesn't stick on this arm, but if I put it here, it sticks on this arm. It's like, yeah, your arm is up. What are you talking?
Your arm is up, like you just licked the magnet, buddy, and then put it on there. That has a pin on it. You just stabbed yourself. I don't know. It was all so absurd, absolutely absurd. But yeah, I almost put that one in here.
Oh my
Conspiracy
god!
theories.
All right,
I
so
love that one.
I got one I'll throw in there.
Sure.
Airplane exhaust trails are filled with chemicals.
Airplane. Now that's just my understanding was like water vapor.
Supposedly water vapor, but they say it's also a form of like control, like they're putting chemicals into the air that it's a form of mind control. There's all kinds of different theories around it.
Okay.
It is
I mean,
it is water vapor being expelled from like that's gathered inside the whatever. It's
Right.
gathered on the outside and inside. And I think it keeps it from freezing. I believe.
Right.
I don't know all of it, but anyway,
I had heard
Yeah.
the same. As far as being water vapor. I mean, sure, there's a level of like chemical, not just in general, because you are burning fuel, you're in the air and all that stuff. But yeah, the mind control. It's like, come on, dude. And that's just silly. But people
see.
love conspiracy theories.
Exactly. Another one I had there was radiation. No, that's not the one. What the heck was something that we already talked about? Radiation.
I
Damn
have
it.
one you came up with.
Oh, go to the next one. Yeah.
This is a good one.
So this is one that somebody told me today. Apparently, there's some kind of conspiracy theory that in America they're allowing in immigrants and refugees and stuff like that, and they're going to allow them into the military, so that way they don't have love of country, something like that, and they'll just do anything at their bidding. Like basically, like they'll take over when it's time to take for the world, for whatever. When it's time for us to be taken over, they're in there and they'll just take over the military.
Interesting theory. I mean, because with every theory there has to be some level of plausibility. An interesting concept of, well, if they don't want to fight for the country, then put them on the front line. So there's nope, I'm out. I'm not into this. Interesting. Ridiculous, but interesting.
Very ridiculous. So I don't know. I mean, it's crazy the things that people come up with, like the moon isn't real. That it's a projection in the sky.
I heard that was a projection in the sky. It's another flat earther theory. For us to show that it's round, we're gonna have it go around it, but it has to be a projection to do so. That's why sometimes you see it during the day, and sometimes you don't, and it's usually at night. And I don't know. Full moon is when some big fat head is standing in front of the projector. What? I don't know. I think that's silly. But something was mentioned earlier. Let's talk about this one. Another good AI generated image. The pyramids.
The pyramids were built by. I mean, listen, we talked about this before. It would be a little bit hard to. It's hard for us to understand how they were done to such precision with the tools that they had back in the day. There's just no way they could have just done it by themselves.
And where did they point?
Oh, I don't remember that. Yeah, there's like some other thing. Aren't they tied in with like what's the other thing? Stonehenge and all that stuff like that? Supposedly, I don't know.
It says here 2 researchers, Virginia Trimble and Alexander Badaway, found that one of the shafts seeming to aim in the general direction of where the North Star would have been when the pyramids were constructed. The other generally points towards Orion's belt.
Oh, star-wise. Oh shit, Orion's belt. Wow.
Yeah, with the absurd precision and the weight of the. And I don't know. Do I think aliens built it? I mean, no.
Say no.
No. But man, I'd love to know more about it.
I mean, again, there's all kinds of things talking about, back in the day depicting people that were larger than life kind of thing, like very famous. You know what I mean? They were they were smarter, they were bigger. You know what I mean? They were I don't know how to explain it. They were not so much leaders, but they came in and they were teaching people things. There's just so much conspiracy theories around that shit that it's like it could make sense that it was an alien or somebody with some kind of super
alien tech.
Alien tech, or I don't know. How could you do that without even the technology we have today? Couldn't do it.
No, that's true.
It's such precision.
Then that's just it, was the precision. Sticking with the alien theory, I do like this image generated by.
Well, now, here's the thing. There's been stuff coming out in Congress, like they've been having those. They had those Congress things, the hearings, right? Talking about alien sightings and all that other stuff like that. And they said, yeah, we do have had crash landings and all that other stuff like that. So this is technically real.
I mean, could be. Not necessarily like a bunch of aliens wearing old spy gear from like the 60s or 50s, but yeah, I mean, I love playing around with the idea. I guess it's less playing around. I mean, it's been somewhat vilified where you see the images of different craft flying at absurd speeds and turns and stuff like that being filmed by Air Force, right? By actual military footage. It's very interesting. Again, no idea of the legitimacy of it, but it looks wild. So the fact that there could be something that we couldn't identify in Area 51, sure, I'm down with that. I also like in the picture here, there's I think, am I pointing the right way? I don't even know. I think I am.
Yeah.
The dude second in from the left with the big old hairy face and the big round glasses has like amazing legs with high heels on.
High heels, aliens come in all shapes and sizes.
Yes, they do.
Oh my god, here.
Yes, they do.
The aliens are vacationing in Florida. They don't vacation, they live there.
That's right. That's home.
Yeah.
That's home. I'm almost out here. This might even be my last one. You touched on this one a little bit.
Okay.
Apparently, another really cool image.
Yeah, it's run by DARPA.
This is?
Yeah, so there's an antenna array out in Alaska, I believe it is, that they're saying is used to that they can target areas of the world and actually bounce radio signals off of the troposphere. I don't know if that's actually what it's called, but I believe it's something like that, and bounce it off and target like other areas of the world to kind of make them go crazy, supposedly.
Interesting. I mean, I had a Stephen King book that talked about something similar, but I mean, that mind control, I don't know.
I don't see how, but how could you control? It's not so control. It's like you hit somebody with like waves of radio or whatever and make them actually not mind control them, but make them like angry, or not so much angry, but like affect their, you know what I mean? Like affect their mood, affect their brain waves. Is, I believe, the theory on that one. I've heard that.
That's interesting. So do you believe it is the question? More specifically, a facility in Alaska.
Oh, the facility's there. There's pictures of it.
Teaching mind control.
No. There's pictures of. Look at this big old. Why do I have this spot here? Sorry. I need to brush my.
Oh,
this spot right here.
Look at that.
It's like a bald spot. Hold on. It's because I'm like. I'm sorry. Anyway, whoa, it's still there. Stop doing
fascinated by this. No. Keep going. Wait, what's happening here? You got a bald spot on your chin?
I don't have a bald spot on my chin.
It looks like you have a bald spot on your chin.
There it is. I got it. There we go.
What is it?
Anyway, so it's just my hair is like split there. I don't know. Anyway, stop doing that. Stop it. So anyway, the facility's actually there. It's just they don't know what it's for.
Well, do you believe it's for mind control?
No, I think it's for like bouncing radio waves for communication and stuff like that. I don't think it has anything to do with mind control.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But would I put it past them? No.
What if you parted it? Like you went like a part down the middle of your beard?
Doesn't really let me do that. Next time.
Wow, look at that. Can you see? Do I bald when I part my hair like that?
Do I bald? Mine is because mine is dark. That's why you see it. You can see my skin.
Because I'm molding
and I have a darker skin. You know what I mean? So you can see it. Like, all right, hold on, I'll be right back because this is gonna bother me.
See that this is the type of stuff we talk about, just so everybody's aware. This is what we talk about half the time. Is bizarre stuff like this. Let me view my slide here. Oh, I do like this one.
All right, let's see. Yeah, see? Now I brushed it out, and now you can't even see it. Look at that. It's gone.
You actually went and brushed it out.
Yeah, I went and brushed it out. What's the problem?
No problem.
So
I have this image now, though,
look at this,
that this all grows from here.
like it's long. I'm gonna keep growing it. See what
So
we can
my
do.
conspiracy theory.
Yeah, oh shit, that's funny. I have gray hair. Look, I have gray hair. See, so it's not like I'm spraying it up or anything like that. Anyway, you were saying. Sorry.
Boy, it looks like it's lagging for me again.
I
Um,
mean, it is
right
dropping
where I
some
sit.
frames at like 11%, but there's nothing I can do about it.
No, that's it. I was just curious. But no, my theory is that you actually only have hair at the upper rim, and it's like toupee style growing out, and comb over. You have a comb over
I
beard.
have a comb down beard.
Yeah, so if you pull it up, it's all bald
so-
underneath.
Here, like down here, yes. Like I find myself pulling on it down here because I shave up to here,
Okay.
right? So it does actually it does lay down a little bit down here, and it's long. I mean, it's actually long. Anyway, look, why did we get onto that? I'm sorry about the whole parting thing in my beard. Anyway, I think, do we have any more? We're back to the moon landing was fake. I think we're done with this.
Yeah, I just put it back there because I like the picture. But yeah, we're
Okay.
done with it.
All right. So that being said, we're just gonna go back to here. Oh my God, you're beautiful. Hey, beautiful Marika. So anyway, thank you to everybody that came through, was hanging out in the stream. Anybody listening to audio format, please go check out the stream if you want to look at the visuals. Yeah, we're gonna call it. That's the end of today's episode. It's been an hour already. I'm sorry.
Episode 3 of season 2.
Episode
And
in the books.
in the book,
What's coming up? We've got more sponsors coming up. We've got special guests coming up. That's going to be fun.
that's gonna be very fun.
If you'd like to be we want to have fun.
Question 1: do you like soap?
Do you know how to whittle, and do you know how to do soap art?
That's right. Oh, there's the lag again.
I don't know why it would be lagging. I can't. Let me see.
And do you guys in chat see the lag still, or was it maybe it's just me? I don't know.
I do have 41 items open in OBS.
But yeah, but that
Fine.
pretty much
Anyway,
does wrap it up.
So, do you share your
we are
soap? No,
discussing-
and no, do not share. Everybody, please. This is a PSA from me to you. Please don't share your soap with
Share your
anybody.
soap.
I don't care how much you love them. I mean, even if it's your significant other, most of us have licked their butthole anyway. I understand that. However, and licked them in many other places. That's cool. Don't share your soap. It's one thing your tongue, but your soap, come on. Okay? The more you know.
Not a butthole liquor.
I didn't say me. I said most of us.
You said most of us.
Most of us. People. A bunch of people.
You
have done it. I didn't say that
When
I
you
had.
say us, that's inclusive
I didn't
of
say
yourself.
that I had. I said that no.
You said most
us.
of us have.
Uh-huh. Most of us people. I'm including myself in people.
So you have. Okay. So, all right.
I have and I will. If anybody wants a butthole, just let me know. What the fuck?
That's
Anyway,
right.
stop it. That's not what I said. That's not what I
Well,
said.
it's what you said. It's what you maybe.
I
didn't
inferred
mean.
it, but I didn't say
Yeah.
it. Anyway,
You interred it.
I tried to. All right. So anyway,
That's gonna
so
wrap
that's
it for us.
That's gonna wrap it up. So from our mouth holes to your ear holes, thank you so much for everybody that came through, said what's up, was hanging out in the chat for a little while, heard us talking shit and listening to conspiracy stuff like that. Next week we'll be back, same time, same crazy stuff that we talk about, same tangents, same crap, and yeah, even if the woman queefs, I got no problem with that, Tiger. I got her. I have a queech calf. Yeah, I was gonna say it. A queef catcher.
My mind went to like a dream catcher hanging out in the background. It's like, what's that? Oh, this is my new patented.
I have a
Oh
queef catcher.
no!
Yeah.
There it
I
is.
have a
This
queef
is how ideas are born. You
Oh,
all were
boy,
here
the
to
queef-
see it.
Ooh, the Queef Catcher 3000. Oh, shit. I like it. I
Yeah.
like it. All right.
Coming to you.
A what? A Queef Catcher. Queef Catcher. All right. We got to go. We got to go, everybody. Thank you again, everybody. Take it easy.
We're
We'll
out.
see you all next week.
Peace.
Later.